Hey, welcome to Wednesday Wisdom, the day of the week where I share tools, tips, tactics, and strategies for us all to stay current and relevant on social media to generate leads, clients, customers, and sales. And today's video is all about planning for the back half of 2025. If you're watching this video on Wednesday, June 4th, you're probably thinking, wait a minute, it's just the beginning of June. What do you mean the back half of 2025? Well, I don't know about you, but I like to take the entire month of December off in my business just to regroup, refresh, analyze, and get ready for the new year. So, this is the start of my back half. And what I'm going to share with you today are strategies to help you plan for the next 6 months so you can be in a different place in your life and your business 6 months from now if you so choose. I'm going to give you the blueprint, the strategy, and the tactics to make a difference in your life and your business over the next 6 months. I got my notes here to make sure that I don't miss anything. So why did I choose 6 months? Well, I chose 6 months because 6 months is the sweet spot. 1 year is too long, and 1 month is not long enough to see any meaningful results. 6 months is just enough time for you to see a massive change or shift in your business, and it's enough to keep you motivated to keep reaching towards your goal. 6 months is realistic and it gives you a sense of urgency. So my coaching program is 6 months long. It used to be 3 months, but what I realized is that there is so much more that my clients need to know. Plus, they were re-upping with me after the 3 months that I just said, let's just make it a 6 month program so I can get you to the finish line. Again, 6 months is realistic, but it also gives you a sense of urgency. And when I share these strategies with you, it's not about doing 50 million different things. It's about just doing a few things and getting good at them. Why? Because repetition is the mother of skill and consistency is the father of success. So I'm going to give you some daily actions that will help you as you move through the next 6 months to make it the best 6 months of your 2025. So let's get to it. Again, for those who don't know me, I am Cecelia Faye Morris, also known as the Digital Marketing Maven, and I teach business owners how to build their brand and their business online using automation, AI, and Facebook, the trifecta of digital marketing strategies. And wherever you're watching me, give me some likes, some love, drop a comment, share this video if you know someone who needs to see it. And if you're on YouTube, please subscribe and click that bell so you can notify whenever I post something new. All right, guys, let's get into it. Number one is you got to have clarity. What is it that you want to achieve in the next 6 months? And you need to set SMART goals. SMART are specific, measurable, achievable, realistic, and timely. Clarity is power. So you can't see it, but over here, I've got my goals listed out. Now, my goals, of course, are longer than 6 months because I've been in business for a while. So I'm looking at my 5 year, 10 year plan. Sometimes there's some 1 year stuff in there as well. So, for instance, for me, my goals are, I believe by the blood of Jesus, that my God will take my coaching business to $20,000 a month, my network marketing business to $5,000 a month, my ebook sales to $9,000 a month, my course sales, not my business course, but my network marketing business course, that course for my network marketing business to 5K a month because I already covered my business in the 20K a month. And last but not least, my mobile app will be on 1 million cell phones. Yeah, those are my goals. That's clarity. That's what I'm talking about. Can I get my business to 20K a month between now and the end of the year? I sure can. Can I build my network marketing business to 5K between now? Did I say the end of the month earlier? If I did, I'm at the end of the year. Can I build my network marketing business to 5K a month consistently between now and the end of the year, meaning in the next 6 months? I sure can. Ebook sales, maybe not in the next 6 months, but I can get it to the $9,000 that I'm looking for. And course sales for my network marketing business, well, if I get my network marketing business to 5K a month, then by default, my course for my network marketing business will follow suit. So clarity is power. So I want you to get clear on what it is you want to accomplish in the next 6 months. And then I want you to come up with a philosophy of life, meaning how do you handle yourself? I recently just finished the book, The Four Agreements, and the agreement number one is be impeccable with your word. Number two is don't take it personal. Number three is don't make assumptions. Number four is always do your best. For me, the biggest struggle is agreement number two. Don't take it personal. I so struggle with that one because it is so easy for me to pop off when people say something that I perceive as derogatory, negative, or disrespectful. What I'm learning to do through the help of some of my friends and some inner work is to recognize when people say stuff like that, it's not a reflection of me, it's a reflection of them. So don't take it personal. But more importantly, have a code with yourself for how you handle yourself, especially in business and life, because in life, people will always let you down. In business, there will always be obstacles that you need to overcome. So if you come up with a code of conduct for yourself, you won't fold like a lawn chair or crumble like aluminum foil when adversities happen, because adversities will happen. Destruction follows intention. It's just the way of the world. And if you're a spiritual person like I am, when the devil sees you getting closer and closer to your goals, he's going to throw all kinds of stuff at you to get you off your path. But if you have your own interpersonal code of conduct, you'll be able to persevere. And then you need to have number three, the power of association. You are the sum total of the five people that you hang around the most. Now, you're going to have to be a person of a certain age to understand what I'm about to say. But remember, Ronald McDonald had a gang of friends. He had Grimace, he had the Hamburger, he had the Birdie, he had the Fly Guys. Who's still around? Ronald. Now, I'm using this facetiously because Ronald McDonald is not a real person, but the same thing is going to apply to you in your life, in your business. If you want to next level yourself, you got to get with people who are already at the next level. There are people that I had pre-COVID that I don't have in my life post-COVID. Why? Because post COVID, I leveled up. And it wasn't that we fell out or had an argument or whatever. It just was a matter of we drifted apart because I was going in a direction where they either weren't wanting to go or they didn't want to hear about what I was doing or they couldn't contribute to what I had going on. And the same goes with me. There are people that probably have transitioned from me as well, meaning my clients, those who work with me in 2021. I've got two clients and one friend of people that I had that still reach out to me from 2021 because that's the nature of my business. As people grow and evolve, their needs change and they move on, and that's okay because that's how life is. However, you're going to have to take stock of the company you keep, and you got to make sure that you are associating people who are going to inspire you and not tire you. What do I mean by tire you? People who suck all the air out of the room and take all your energy. People who always call you with their problems and complaints, but they got a problem for every solution. Make sure you discern who are the ones that you are going to want to spend the most time with, because the people you spend the most time with will dictate how far and how fast you go in your business. Then there's number four, the discipline of documentation. That goes twofold. One, write down what you do. I keep a journal. I've showed it to you before. This is my journal. Some people dream of success while others wake up and work hard at it. This is my third one of these, and I'm about halfway through. But I journal every day what I do in my business. So that way I can keep track of one, what I'm doing, two, what's working, and three, what's not working. But then I also read. Reading is fundamental. I know that sounds crazy and juvenile, but it's true. If I want to know about Napoleon Hill, well, it's too late for me to meet him, but it's not too late for me to read his book, Think and Grow Rich. So reading is important. Even if you just read 5 pages of something a day, that's 150 pages at the end of 30 days. So be a habit of the discipline of documentation. Number five, you've got to invest in yourself. I said this over and over again. It was in my last week's Wednesday Wisdom. Quit trying to YouTube University yourself in your business. Stop trying to play with a bunch of people's free stuff and put some money where your mouth is and get serious about your business and quit treating it like a hobby. I want to go into all I said in last week's video because you can go ahead and go back and watch it. But my business did not evolve until I learned how to pay to play. And I had to pay substantially if I wanted to grow substantially. For me, $5,000 was substantial. I know the next level investment for me in my business is going to be $10,000 or more, and I'm okay with that. And it's funny how nobody blinks an eye about coming out of college with $30,000 in debt, but God forbid that you pay somebody to show you how to grow in your business. I read or heard something one day. It says an education will make you a living, a formal education will make you a living, a business education will make you a fortune. So invest in yourself, my friends. And then number six is you got to celebrate. So let me tell you a little story about celebration. So I've been in a 21-day challenge. So I have a partner and we check in with each other every day. And the goal was to do some sort of exercise 21 days, right? Did I do all 21 days? No, I fell short. I only did 17 days. But that 17 days out of 21 more than what I've done in the past. So it's still an accomplishment. So what did I do to celebrate? I bought me a nice little new Pilates machine and I can't wait for it to get here. And I'm starting a new 21-day run today. You're watching this on Wednesday the 4th. So I actually started on Sunday, June 1st. But you got to celebrate, right? Whatever your celebration is, celebrate the small wins, because if I were to wait until I get $20,000 a month to celebrate, then I'll be waiting for 6 months. But can I celebrate when I get a new $3,000 client? I sure can. Can I celebrate when I sell 4 of my $200 courses, DIY courses? I sure can. I can celebrate the small wins. Can I celebrate when one new person joins me in my network marketing business or someone buys my ebook? Well, of course I can. So have a big grand goal like I do, but also celebrate the small wins along the way. It'll keep you encouraged, motivated, and it won't be so overwhelming to where you're like, I'm not ever going to make it, when you can see the incremental steps you're taking along the way. Now, I talked about this at first, but I'm going to repeat it again. This is number 7. I talked about number 1 is get clear on your goals. Number 7 is make sure your goals stretch you just a little bit. Don't make your goals so easy that anyone can achieve them, or especially you. You've got to push yourself outside of your comfort zone. So going back to my 21-day challenge, I did 17 out of 21 days. If I do 21 out of 21 days for this next run, then that's going to be a little scary because I haven't done 21 days in a row before. My longest run is 17. 17 is my longest run in terms of days in a row. So let's see if I can pull this off. But you know what? I'm not so scared of it. I just need to be disciplined. Because motivation fades. Discipline is what's going to keep you going. I've got to be disciplined and I've got to make it a priority. All right, let's get into number 8. Number 8 is design an environment that supports your goals. So one of the things that I'll be doing, well, I won't be doing it today, but as part of this 21 days, is meal prep and planning. So if you don't have a plan to succeed, you automatically have a plan to fail. So I made sure that my grocery list that I got this week were full of items that are going to keep me energized, as well as not let me feel bloated. And I don't have the things in the house that are not going to be conducive to my weight loss journey. Why am I so adamant about this journey? Because I'm headed to Bali, y'all. Your girl is going to spend her double nickel birthday in Bali, Indonesia, and I'm not taking this 260-pound body to Bali. So set up environment that's going to support my goals. In my little home office here, you still got my 2 little mantras: believe you can do anything and you will. That's my first one. This one: live by choice, be motivated, make changes, be useful. Bottom line: do something amazing. Like I said, over here on my wall, I've got my goals right there on big 11 by 17 paper. Can't miss them. And I see it and focus it daily. So my environment is designed to support me both in my business as well as with my health. Make sure you do the same. Clean out the clutter, set up a space for you to work, whether it's your dining room table or a corner in one of your rooms. Make sure that space is conducive for your success. Number 9, set rituals and become the master of your time. So this is really, really important. So one of the reasons why I didn't do all 17 days and I only did 21 days is because I got off my square for 4 of those days. Totally on me because I didn't protect my time. And that's something also that I'm learning to do as I go on this journey of self-discovery is making sure that I block off time for the things that are important to me and make them non-negotiable. So that's going to help me on this next 21-day run. And it's going to help me get to my $20,000 month as well. Number 10, be accountable. Having an accountability partner makes all the difference. Do you know that studies show you are more likely to reach your goal if you have an accountability partner? And the reason why is because as human beings, we like to avoid letting other people down more than we like lifting ourselves up. Sounds crazy, right? But it's true. Having an accountability partner makes all the difference. So when I committed to my friend to do the 21-day run, when I missed a day, I let her know what was going on in my life to why I missed a day. I wasn't making excuses. I was just stating what happened. But the bottom line, as she said to me, was poor time management. If I had better time management, I might have had all 21 days. But that's neither here nor there because it's still a goal that I haven't achieved in a very long time. So I was thankful to have an accountability partner. And I don't know why psychologically it is that we don't want to let other people down. So get an accountability partner, but it can't just be any accountability partner. It's got to be an accountability partner that's on the same journey with you. Someone who's going to hold you accountable because that person is going to be the difference between your success and your failure. Because you know what? When I missed that first day, she could have been like, well, dang, girl, what's going on? She was like, nope, just make sure you get your shoes on tomorrow. You know, the hardest part of working out is putting our shoes on. So she always says, put your shoes on tomorrow. But again, she never let me off the hook either. She said, well, how did you eat today? What other activity did you do today? So accountability partner is not there to coddle you. They're there to make sure you achieve your goals. And then we've got number, I believe this is 11. 11 is you want to set standards that will elevate you to where you want to be, right? So, whatever that means for you, you've got to set a baseline minimum standard of where you want to be. So, for me, I know I'm going to hit that treadmill at least once a day. And now that I just spent $200 on another piece of equipment, I know I'm going to do that thing at least once a day as well. So, June is going to be my month of change and transition in terms of my health and wellness. And I'm launching a new live event in June as well. It's totally revamped from my other events that I've done earlier this year. So I'm excited to launch that live event this month in June that is going to help move my business forward. And because I bought this new piece of equipment, I'm going to do this whole 28-day journey with this piece of equipment. And I'm going to do videos about it. I'm going to share it on my other YouTube channel, not this one, where I'm talking about my journey and my progress with this piece of $200 piece of equipment that I just bought. So that'll be fun. But anyway, you got to raise your standards to rise up to what it is that you want. Be the person that you see yourself at in 6 months. It's not about faking it till you make it. It's about walking like you talk it. All right, number 12, where your focus goes, your energy flows. What are you going to focus on these next 6 months? For me, I'm focusing on eating, exercising, and delivering an amazing presentation in a few short weeks, which will be my repeat program that I'm going to be doing for the next 6 months. So the first month is this month where I'm going to test it out, see how it goes. Then I'll tweak it and I'll do it again next month. And then I'll tweak it and I'll do it again in August. And that's how we're going to flow for the next 6 months. But again, that's where my energy is going. That's where my focus is going. Where is your focus going to be over these next 6 months? All right, guys, we've just got a few more to go. And let's see, this will be number 13. You want to be a student of success. I say this all the time. If you want to be successful, find someone who has what you want, do what they do to get what they have. Now, Tony Robbins is somebody you want to be like someday. You probably can't afford the $20, $30, $50,000 Tony probably charges to have a one-on-one with him, but you can consume his books and videos. And I know I talk about don't be a YouTube University person, and I mean that, but I also mean find one person and follow them, right? Don't pick up little stuff. I call it butterflies. Don't be a butterfly just landing on the flowers of different gurus trying to pick something up. Find the one guru that you really want to emulate. follow them and be consistent with them. And you never know. You might get that $50,000 to have a one-on-one with Tony Robbins one day. Number 14, very important. Add value to others. Your income grows when your personal development grows. Why? Because the more you learn, the more you earn. It applies in both business and it applies in life. The money that I commanded as a regular engineer with the BSIE from Purdue was a lot different than the money that I commanded when I got my master's in business administration, management of information systems, which is a lot different than when I got my Lean Six Sigma Green Belt. Same thing applies with my business. The money that I was able to demand when I took a course to learn how to do traffic ads is a whole lot different than the money that I command today, where I teach a whole 7-step system to create the business that you desire. So you got to add value to others, but you can only do that by creating value within yourself. The more you learn, the more you earn. Number 15, you got to make decisions. I heard this one time, maybe more than one, but it stuck with me. It says successful people make decisions quickly and change them slowly. Unsuccessful people make decisions slowly and change them quickly. So I'm going to give you an example of changing a decision, making a decision quickly and changing it slowly. So when I paid for my current coach, it was a nice little piece of change, $5,000. And this coach was leading me in a direction that I haven't been down before. And that's okay because I've got to grow outside of my comfort zone. That's why I'm totally revamping my presentation that I'll be launching later this month because I'm trusting them and their guidance to lead me to the next step. If I didn't trust them, then I wouldn't pay to play. So the thing of it is that if I do this event at the end of this month and it's an epic fail, I'm not going to throw out the baby with the bathwater. We're going to look at what worked. We're going to change what didn't work, and we're going to do it all over again in July. Now, I don't think it'll be an epic fail because I've been at this long enough that I kind of know this landscape a little bit, but I'm just saying. So I made a decision to hire this coach, and now I'm going to work with this coach to get me to the other side to where I am having my $20,000 month. Whereas, again, people who are not successful, they want to know everything. You know, nothing is worse as a coach, and I've been there personally. Nothing is worse as a coach than somebody asking you 2,500 questions for a $497 program or product. Like, seriously? I mean, I've had people who paid me $3,000 and showed up one time, and they paid me $3,000. I've had people who paid me $500 and think they can call me and expect me to answer the phone at 2 o'clock in the morning. So the thing of it is that you need to put yourself in a space to where you are attracting the people who are not going to steal your energy. Because there was a time in my business where I would take anybody breathing because I needed the money to pay the bills. But what I learned is the person who asks the most questions is probably the person who's going to be the most difficult to work with. Because if I do my job right, all of the questions will be answered in either my presentation or my sales page or in the material that I give to them. They shouldn't come to a call and still be uncertain as to whether or not I'm the person for them. And if they are uncertain, you know, I've had somebody say, well, I'm trying to decide between you and somebody else. Go with God, meaning go with them, because I'm not the one. If you need to make a decision between me and someone else, I'm going to make the decision for you. And that's just the way it is. So what I want to say to you is be quick to make decisions and slow to change them. But make sure you're making decisions that are in your best interest for your life and your business. And the last tip that I have for you on this journey of 6 months to success is the power of gratitude. Every single day, you got to be grateful for something. Even when something that's perceived bad happens, you still need to be grateful if you're still alive, right? So obstacles will come. I talked earlier about how the devil is a roaring lion seeking to devour someone. So he's going to throw bad things in your path. It's how you react to them that's going to make all the difference. So as it says in the Bible, count it all joy and give God the glory. So there you have it, friends, the 16 things that you need to do over the next 6 months if you want to see change and difference in your business and your life. And if you do want to see see a change in your business, I invite you to sign up for my upcoming masterclass. Now, I will put the link with this video, but it's not ready yet. So what you're going to get is you're going to get the replay of the old one that I did in April. But what it'll do for you, it'll get you on my mailing list. So when I do launch the new one for this month, you'll get the email. You'll be the first to know. So you can come to the updated upcoming live presentation that I am launching this month of June. It'll either be on the 18th or the 25th. I haven't quite decided on the day, but it will be one of those 2 days. So again, the link will be there for you to watch the old presentation if you so choose, but you don't have to. Just sign up so you can get on my mailing list. So there you have it, friends. This is how 6 months can change your life and your business, and you can take the whole month of December off if you stay the course and do the work. I am Cecelia Faye Morris, also known as the Digital Marketing Maven, where I teach business owners how to build their brand and their business online using automation, AI, and Facebook. And I will see you in the next video. Don't forget to like, comment, share this with someone who can see it. Show a girl some love. And if you are on YouTube, please subscribe and click that bell so you get notified whenever I post a new video. Bye for now.